think for me, obviously, mastering, my, my natural sexual desires over these last, 2.5, 3 years of completely denying myself from porn, sex, masturbation, nothing, has played a massive role in just who I've been able to become. Like, and I'm sitting on this post. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to word it, but like I don't think a man should pursue a relationship with a woman until he's mastered the ability to transcend his natural sexual desires. Like if you can't control yourself, it's like sexually, you need porn to masturbate, or if you get denied sex, you got to go run to jerk off because you lack that much self control. You have no right being in a relationship sexually with a woman. Like either you're gonna do something to hurt yourself, or you're gonna do something that's completely gonna let her down emotionally.
Now, this is something I talk about on the Muscular Gentleman show here, like attraction being one of the things we talk about a lot, and masculinity, obviously the biggest thing. But let me just say this: like you just hit the nail on the head. The the ability to create attraction with the feminine energy, when you have that control over yourself from the urges of sex, it like a woman needs to know that you don't need her. She
Mm.
feels that you don't need her. She's attracted to you, right? You become more valuable. It's like gold, right? It's this scarce commodity. It's not water. Even though we need water to live, gold is more valuable because it's so scarce. You become scarce as a man
Mm.
as soon as you just say, "Look, I don't need you. I don't need sex from you. I'm not chasing, your vagina. I'm just living out my purpose." But and this is where I talk to men a lot about this, the difference between wanting a woman and needing a woman. They're so
Mm.
different, huge difference. I
Huge.
want my wife. I want her, and I make sure she knows that I want her, but I don't need her. And she knows that, but that's what keeps the attraction between us. And I think porn is one of those things that creates neediness for a woman and for sex and things like that. And that neediness causes issues that guys just don't see.
Yeah, I do. I love how you said that. So I have something similar, that I kind of help my men with, not specifically in the relationship dynamic, more on this, on what our eyes do. Cause obviously guys are struggling with porn. Like they're just doing this, like everywhere they go. Like where's the next ass? Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Right.
just, and the female body is beautiful, right? Like
Sure.
God made it that way, and He made our brains visually responsive to that. So should we not look at a woman and appreciate her beauty? That'd be stupid, right?
Right.
Like, what a
Right.
horrible world to live in where you can't acknowledge and appreciate a woman's beauty. So the beauty is there for us to appreciate, not to participate with.
Sure. Sure.
Like, and that I think is when I tell that to men, it's like, whoa. Like it's just like it's
Yeah.
completely it's a subtle difference. I'm gonna look and appreciate and acknowledge the beauty. Lord, thank you for this beautiful woman. Man, she is absolutely gorgeous. But it's not what I do with her, or man, if I had her in the bed, or like that's the participation thing. That's when she becomes a sexual object for your own short-term pleasure. So I know it's a little bit different than kind of like the
No,
wanting
but I
and the
think I
needing, but
agree.
I think
Yeah.
the men that need women in their lives are the ones that every woman they see, it's like, oh my God, like what I would do
I
if I
need,
had
I need,
her.
I need, right?
Yeah.
And this goes back to society today too, right? Like this, like, well, what are my feelings? Well, your
Yeah. Dude,
feelings can
just
only,
just go on Instagram today, right? Just go to any beautiful, attractive woman on Instagram and just pull up one of her posts, and it's the kissy lips and the eyeballs and the seriously, man. Like that's how you talk to women on the internet? Is you kiss them some lips? Like,
yeah, yeah,
how's that working out for you, buddy?
right, right. No, 100%. And this is another issue with porn where men just lose their ability to communicate. Like you said, they meet women and they're just like they're stammered because they've been watching porn. Um, uh, One, with the dopamine response that you explained.
Yeah.
Two, they're by themselves doing something that isn't in alignment with what they're supposed to be doing, and then they go out in public, they meet the woman, and they're just like stammered.
Yeah, it's cognitive dissonance, right? Like, what they're doing is not in alignment with the way that they're thinking or the way that they're trying to say that they're living in the world. That's a recipe for just destruction. Like when you're saying one thing, but then living in a completely different way.
Oh, yeah. Well, and how much would you? And this is just me speculating, but I'm just going to go out on a limb here. You watch enough porn, and then how easy is it for you to put a woman that you meet in person on a pedestal, right? And
Mm.
all of a sudden you're worshiping her. which is one way to destroy attraction, is putting a woman on a pedestal and making her your purpose and your, everything. um a woman doesn't want that. Women do not want to be put on a pedestal. They want to be with a man who has higher value, who has a purpose greater than them. That's where attraction's built, right? And we kind of talked about that, I think, on our trip in Nashville. Was